Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to this review for the Traitor Legion's Astartes Army book, as the new release is coming out for Warhammer the Horus Heresy. So, as per the previous reviews, be a flick through here. I'm going to go through all the pages of the book just to give you an idea of the contents and what to expect in size. It is huge, about 330 odd pages with this thing, so Games Workshop really have gone for it here with this production. You've got this size book for the Hereticus, the Loyalist Legions, another book, same kind of size, and the rule book, again, same kind of size as well. So massive publications here for Warhammer 30,000. So nice spread of models as well. Games Workshop really putting the effort into this series. So we will go through the book here, looking at this units, artworks, background story, and so on. Give you a good idea of what to expect inside. Big thank you to Games Workshop sending me a copy ahead of time through the post. Big thanks to them. For discount 40k or indeed 30k and other games and accessories, paints and so on, then check out the channel sponsor, link for them in the video description below. It's the Outpost, the new sponsor, usually 20% off if not more, so a great way to keep the cost of the hobby down. They also ship across the UK and all the countries across Europe, and most of those countries, if you reach a certain threshold, you can get free shipping as well. So all of those kind of things help to keep the cost down. So you can check them out, link in the video description below. So, Traitor Legions. I've mentioned it before in the review. You've got a contents here as all your page numbers, which is very, very useful for finding your way around. But you're sort of seeing the Horus Heresy, the legions all loyal to the Emperor, and then just the early initial stages splitting off. So a lot of the it's different to Chaos Space Marines and regular Space Marines. There is a stark difference in style. You know, a lot more grotesque, twisted, and themed with the Chaos Space Marines in 40k. But here, back in 30k, at the early stage of the divide, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell friend from foe. So some traits start to come through, but sometimes hard to tell the difference. So it's an interesting take on things here. It's Night Lords, beautiful piece of artwork, fighting against the Solar Auxilia. Talking about army lists, structure. Again, similar to a lot of this is going to be very similar to the Loyalist Legion's book. That table there is in the rule book as well. Talking about warlord traits. So on to HQ choices then. So Legion Praetor, just a Traitor version. I've called these out in the previous book, but this is your unit list here. So Tartarus Praetor, Cataphracti Praetor, Centurion, Tartarus Centurion. So similar units because they're all structured originally the same, all as Loyalists originally. So there's going to be a lot of similarities for sure. Legion Command Squad. I've sort of gone through these already. One of the observations I made in the previous review for the Loyalist was the lack of, there's some illustrations here, but it would have been great to have a full colour, like a picture up here of each of the units, just to help you locate it in the book, and also to actually be a good visual representation of each of the units here, because some of it's left to the imagination, or you have to go and look it up exactly what each of these options are. So Terminator, this is Elite, so this is Terminator Cataphracti Squad, Tartarus, Mortalis Destroyer, Destroyer Assault Squad, Techmarine Covenant, Apothecarion, Contemptor Dreadnought. Nice colour scheme on that one. well, not colour scheme. Nice pose on that one. It's in black and white, but the fist up there looks cool. Troops and dedicated transports, despoiler squads, tactical squad, breacher squad, assault squad, reconnaissance squad, tactical support squad, scout squad, rhino transport, drop pod, dreadnought drop pod, the termite assault drill. Got your fast attack options, Legion Seeker squad, Outrider squadron, Sky Hunter, Saber Strike squadron. There's no point dwelling on this here too much. Javelin squadron, Proteus land speeder squadron, Ziffin Interceptor, Storm Eagle gunship, the Dreadclaw, and then on to heavy supports, the Leviathan. Mightily impressive model, just a huge tank of a thing on the board. A Dorito Dreadnought, Legion Support Squad, Legion Praetor Squadron, Sikaran Squadron, Sikaran Arcus Squadron, Venator, Punisher, Kratos, Omega, Land Raider Proteus, Carrier, Explorator, a Vindicator, the 30K version of it, Land Raider Spartan, Aquitus Squadron, Scorpius Squadron. One of my favourite Forge World units, the Fire Raptor gunship, Drop Pod Squadron, Charybdis Assault Claw. Then on to Lords of War next, the Typhon Squadron, Cerberus Squadron, Fellblade the Glaive. They've changed the artwork around here for Hereticus units mostly. Falchion, Thunderhawk gunship, Mastodons, the Sokar Stormbird, 850 points that one. Legion of Starters unit types, the Rights of War. So a lot of this is copy and paste from the previous book, Venerable Ancient. There's not much really going on here. So this is a strength or a weakness. I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but it's part of the theme that the differences at this stage in the narrative, there's not much going on. It's the early split, so you are going to get a lot of similarities going on here. That may well be the theme that you like, as others may prefer a stark difference between friend and foe, good and evil, and so on. But that's part of the flavour of what 30K is. Legions Consularis, Satirist, Chaplains, Vigilators, Forge Lord. I'll keep rolling through this because this is all very... They've changed the artwork around, but God, there's not much here. There may well be some different ones here, perhaps. Heat Blast, Harbingers of the Legion, Feedback, Dreadnought Transport. Imagine most of these rules are pretty much the same. Yeah. Talons of the Legion, Rocket Barrage. It's a nice piece of artwork across here. Massive model. The Armoury, what they're equipped with, again, there's going to be a lot of similarities to the Loyalist Legions. So keep rolling on here. Again, weapon similarities, but in the Traitor sort of colour schemes here. Legion of Starters war gear. There's Rad Grenades. Rad Grenades. Turning which unit of at least one model of Rad Grenades successfully charges or themselves successfully charged. All models in the enemy unit suffer -1 penalty to their toughness characteristic to a minimum toughness of 1 until the end of the fight sub-phase. Cool, that'd be a useful grenade in 40k. -1 toughness, that would help out a lot of units. So, Traitor Legion has started. Right, here we go. So this is your legions then. The Emperor's Children, some really famous ones here. Special rules for them. Phoenix Wardens available. Fulgrim, 425 points. Phoenix Terminator Squad. Nice diorama here. Very cool. Palatine Blade Squad, Cacophonised Squad, Lord Commander Eidolon, 215 points for him. Captain Saul Tarvitz, Captain Lucius. Yeah, it's the colour scheme for them. If you like purple, they are a lot more sensible than the 40k equivalent, that's for sure. Armour of Pride. It's all quite loyalist looking, really, compared to 40k Chaos. Now there's some of the colour schemes. I'm not too keen on purple. Others, I just would struggle to put an army together with purple, anything, no matter what it is. But that's obviously personal preference. Iron Warriors with their distinct chevron colour scheme. Olympian Shrapnel Weapons. Perturabo, 425 points. Iron Circle Maniple. Tyrant Siege Terminator Squad, there they are. Yeah, if I was to go for these, I like the idea of the Unknown Legionary Unidentified Breacher Squad. I do Breacher Squads, they look very cool with the shields and the metallics, with the numbers across there. Very, very cool. Yeah, I would do Breacher Squads for sure if I was to collect these. Nice. And yeah, particularly liking the chevrons on here as well. So I would get that, particularly like that. You can go for real effect with the metallics. A worn out kind of look on the chevrons. Don't want them looking too gaudy. Here they've blended them in nicely, which is just right. So I would go for the dreadnoughts as well. And you're going for effect. As I mentioned before, you can get nice and quick with your colour schemes, and with effects you can do stuff quite quickly. Get things painted up nice and quick. I remember these, I've seen these before. Iron Warriors, Iron Circle, Domitar Ferrum. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, nice. And the artwork here has been done exactly right. They've toned down the chevrons, they're not sticking out too much. Nice metallic effects on the metal, lots of rust and things going on. Nice. Yeah, good work on that. Not so keen on the larger vehicles. Dreadnought sort of size, looking good. The Night Lords next. Conrad Kurz, 450 points. A Terror Squad, sounds good. Night Raptor Squad. A Contikar Terminator Squad. A Sevatar. Yeah, if I was to do one of the legions, I'd take the specialised units and characters. Yeah, very fine detail on the sort of the lightning type stuff on these and the markings. Loads of detail on the helmets and shoulder pads. That'd be a nice way to bring quite a plain colour scheme to life, is to do some unique heraldry and paint schemes. And again, it's been done on this dreadnought here as well. Just some of the painting that's taken place. Perhaps some of the early colour schemes where they started to depart away from the Astartes colour schemes, unofficial extra stuff being painted on. The start of their rebellion, maybe, sort of heading that way. There's blood splattered all over this. Grizzly here. Yeah, and a beautiful showcase of models. Again, the dreadnought's looking particularly good. Leviathan Siege Dreadnought down here. Very nice indeed. World Eaters. It's the Armoury. Angron, 450 points. Red Butcher Squad, the Rampager Squad. Khan the Bloody. In the white here, but again with effect, which I think works well. It's almost you couldn't paint these factory fresh in white and blue. No way, you'd have to do your effect on these. Nice. Vehicles look quite good with the split colours here and here. Nice. Just tilt that up so you can see. Do like the look of that. There they are painted up. Yeah, the white's quite nice to the blue. Yeah, looking particularly nice in that rhino. Death Guard next. They're quite different here than what they are in 40k. The Army of the Death Guard, Mortarion, 425 points here. They're pretty much generally the same kind of points cost. But that's a Grave Warden Terminator squad. A Callous Typhon. That's their colour scheme, quite sensible. But you can start to see the early stages of the green going on with them. And yeah, interesting. So, the early stages of green, and then on this arm, just subtle rust, sort of blotches, quite different sort of corrosion, that's the word. And here as well, the armour's corroding, the paint's peeling off. So you're starting to get that just an early hint at the direction the Death Guard are going. Scars worn proudly. Indomitable and stoic warriors, the Death Guard wear the scars of war as an outward sign of their resilience and scorn for the weapons of their foe. So again, I'll say it again, with the plain, often quite plain and straightforward colour schemes, 30k would be the realm I really would go for effect with models. Weathering, chipping, rust, battle damage, grease and grime and so on. Really go for that kind of effect, I reckon, and try and replicate sort of what you're seeing in the artwork here. It's not too bad here what they're doing with the battle damage. Quite nice colour scheme actually for the Death Guard. 30k. There's Mortarion. Again, starting to see the theme with the scythes and so on. It's the Thousand Suns. Yes, they come in red as opposed to the Thousand Suns blue. Magnus. Oh, he's expensive. 520 points for him. Now, I wonder if they'll show you... there's the Dreadnought there in the Egyptian sort of Thousand Suns theme. The Contemptor Siren Dreadnought Talon. A Castellax Achaea Automata. A Kinetai Occult Cabal. Azek Araman. Ah, there he is. Megistus Ammon. So, yeah, your Egyptian theme's certainly in here. There's a scarab beetle and the wings, Egyptian style hieroglyphs and so on, so it's all quite strong. That's the Terminators with the head crest in red, they are quite nice. And Dreadnought. Nice. Aha! Yeah. Yeah, Thousand Suns Praetor, nice look to him. There's Magnus himself. Yeah, these Egyptian style dreadnoughts, do like the look of them. They're in red though. Hard to imagine Thousand Suns in a different colour. Sons of Horus, which I think is my favourite. I reckon. Horus Lugar, 600 points for him. Justari, Juster in Terminator Squad, Reaver Attack Squad, Mologast the Twisted, Ezekiel Abaddon, Garviel Loken. Nice colour scheme for them. Yeah. Colour scheme here. Nice. This is the Leviathan Dreadnought. Fantastic. Yeah, it does look nice painted up in that colour scheme. There's Horus, yeah. Okay, quite distinctive. But word bearers here as well. Diabolist Lugar, 415 points. Gull 4-back squad. Ashen Circle squad. Gargoyle Dreadnought. Zardu Layak. Argyle Tau. High Chaplain Erebus. Cortheron. Yeah, that's their colour scheme there. Again, these look quite nice with the shields. Particularly good. Yeah, see, I try and take units like that you see only in 30k. That's what I try and go for, make it very distinctive from 40k. That's fantastic. Look at that, beautiful. Nice colour scheme there. Works well with the vehicles across there as well. Yeah. Alpha Legion next. Saboteur. Alfarius, 465 points. A Headhunter Kill Team. Liburnian Terminator Squad. Exodus. Armulus. Dynat. And there, look how striking that is on the camera there, the way that pops, that colour. So it's a strange kind of, there's glints of blue and green going on here. It's a very unique colour for the Alpha Legion. Bit of gold being introduced and white on the helmet configurations there. I love the heraldry for them as well, the triple-headed dragon. Yeah, and the vehicles, Dreadnoughts all looking particularly nice in this colour scheme, very distinctive. I'd go for the metallic, so the blue, the green-blue, but metallic for sure. Eesh, that Dreadnought's nice, all the heraldry on the chest. Really good job. Yeah, lovely effect in there. And the artist has captured the blue and green going on. The double tone has been captured very well. Excellent artwork, paintwork. And that is Alfarius. Yeah, very nice looking Primarch, that one as well. Okay, and it just ends sort of abruptly. That's it. It doesn't fade out. It just ends with the Alpha Legion. It ends with them. So that's the review here for the Heretic Legions here. The book is huge, massive, but Games Workshop really covering all of the legions and the rules and so on, and the war gear very, very well indeed. Doesn't feel crushed or squeezed in. They've just made it a large book, and it's a very impressive publication for sure. Do check out the sponsor, link for them in the video description below. The Outpost for discount 40k, 30k and other gaming systems and accessories, paints and sprays and so on. And if your order's high enough, they can get free postage as well, and they post to countries all across Europe as well as the UK. Big thank you though to Games Workshop that sent me a copy of this ahead of time. Leave your own comments and feedback. Which Legion or which side would you choose? Loyalist or Traitor? And which specific Legion do you like? Be interested to hear that in the comments section below. That's the review. Keep a lookout for more reviews on the channel. If you haven't seen the others in the Horus Heresy series, then there are those reviews to check out on the channel as well. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.